Okay, good evening, people. From the titles and from the picture you're seeing on the screen, I'm gonna do a review on this show. And God, where do I start? Well, let's see. Okay. This show follows M.O.D.O.K, the known supervillain from the Marvel Comics universe, all known as. What actually does M.O.D.O.K stand for? I never actually remembered. I think it was Mechanical Organism Designed Only for Killing. I believe so. But yes, this follows M.O.D.O.K as, well, he tries to take over the world, but of course we all know he's a C-lister, an underling, if we all know. Barely one of the top fives, mainly an Iron Man villain, but let's be honest, he's not really one of the dangerous ones. They try to promote him with a Marvel Comics game, and, well, we all know that game failed horribly because, come on, it was an Avengers game, and that just felt horrible. Plus the whole forced turning Miss Marvel into the main character and all that Inhumans plot, treating as mutants, sense, make no fucking sense. I mean, they weren't really trying. It was obvious to see in that game they weren't really trying. Well, this game follows M.O.D.O.K in the same concept. Him leading AIM and trying to take over the world on his way. But, as we know, there was a mistake because they added something else. Instead of just trying to take over the world, he's also part-time a father somehow of a suburban home in the middle of a suburban neighborhood. Getting rid of the supervillain mustache and getting into... Look, this is a fucking comedy, okay? It's not good. It's really not that good. I tried watching the episodes, but it was nothing more than an ocean of pop culture references from way back that make absolutely no sense. And no one... They're trying to... With this, I'm pretty sure they're trying to get a new crowd, a modern crowd, but no one will understand any of the pop culture they said. Literally, I had to search back in time and to figure out what the hell we're talking about. And it wasn't even funny. It wasn't even funny at all. And they're not even trying to do any references to comic books or the different stories and lores. They're just really doing about pop culture. Every single character has to make a stupid joke every 5 to 3 to maybe 10 seconds or minutes. It's just stupid. The writing is lazy. The voiceover work, I gotta admit, it was pretty okay, except for M.O.D.O.K's son, the one for Ben, it was done by Ben Schwartz. I gotta admit, that voice was completely out of place. Out of everyone in the cast, it was the only one that felt just wrong to be there. Sorry, it just didn't feel right. Maybe it's because the character is a kid and he's a grown-ass man doing the voice of a child, so no. I did like their version of Iron Man, though. He was kind of the only positive thing. And I also did enjoy the fact that they actually gave us Wonder Man, something that is a character that has been mistreated a lot lately. He hasn't gotten a movie, hasn't gotten a cartoon, he hasn't gotten nothing. They've been mistreating this character for a long time. But yes, this show followed a lot of stupid plots and episodes, mainly M.O.D.O.K having to sell AIM, a terrorist organization that steals technology, to a company, a modern company, so they can become a good company for good, which in reality, as you can guess it, that company has ulterior motives and it's being led by some kind of artificial intelligence of sorts. Well, second episode, M.O.D.O.K travels back in time to win back his wife, and as you can see, it had stupid time-traveling shenanigans, and at the end of it, no, they were trying to make it emotional, but it made no sense, honestly. And there was the third episode was one where M.O.D.O.K got an adventure in Asgard. Look, every single one of these episodes is fucking forgettable. From episode 1 to episode 8, to 9, it's all completely forgettable. Everything's forgettable. None of this is... It's not interesting, the show. It's not funny. It's not interesting. The characters aren't interesting. The plot, I mean, the stop motion is... I like stop motion animation and all, but it's not good here. I gotta tell you, it's not good. Really not good. Even characters like, what was her name? She was a lot of characters, all these characters, actual characters, not the one that were created for this stupid show, are being, well, beaten into something ridiculous and pathetic. Seriously, there are characters like Monica Rambeau, the scientist supreme. She's being treated like this crazy, this kind of scientist character who wants respect from everyone, which insults her actual character from the comics, which was way better than the one from the show. It also insults the super adaptoid, who is supposed to be a big threat designed by M.O.D.O.K. I mean, this guy can copy any ability he wants, but he's some kind of joke. The characters here are pathetic compared to their comic book counterparts. They're pathetic as hell. Seriously. I only liked the fact that they gave us Wonder Man and Iron Man. Out of that, I'm really not into this. Yes. But just saying, if this, I don't really think this might get a season 2. I mean, it might. Who knows? I really don't care anymore. It's just that boring. And they introduced me to a lot of other Z level heroes that I didn't even know existed. And I know all characters from A through D, so it was villains, Z level villains that I didn't even know about. Which only I'm interested in all kinds of villains, but I had no idea about their existence. I only know from A through D, but yeah, this introduced me to a couple of villains I had no idea of. But yeah, and a couple I did, but yeah, this was not good. If they want to do cartoons about superheroes, give us more Earth Mightiest Heroes. Again, which ended in a huge cliffhanger because we were promised a lot more on season 3 that never came out because it was canceled over the fact that Disney bought Marvel. Shit. Fucking Disney. And also Wolverine the X-Men. There's a lot of great cartoons they can bring back. I would enjoy if they brought a Spectacular Spider-Man with a Kingpin storyline. So just using other characters as obvious offshots of the Kingpin. I'm not insulting Spectacular Spider-Man. It was an amazing show, an amazing Spider-Man show, and amazing characters. One day I'll do a review about it. But this M.O.D.O.K show isn't good. I really do not suggest watching it. I mean, if you get a couple of joints, get yourself high, bring some food for the munchies, and you're just insanely high with a friend, you might enjoy it, but even at that point, I'm not 100% sure. So, yeah, get drugs and watch it. That's the only probable way you might understand it. Or don't. I really don't care. Just, this isn't good for me. So, yeah, don't forget to, I'm going to end it right here. You know what, I don't fucking care. Just leave a comment, tell me what you think about this video. Leave a like or not, I don't care. Subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. I'm not really in a good mood. This fucking show really, it is stupid, people. It is freaking stupid. Unnecessary. We gotta bring back shows like Earth Mightiest Heroes. Those were good shows with a lot of good story, a lot of good characters, a lot of good voice work. We need stuff like that back, not this. Peace, good night to you, and I'll see you in Valhalla if possible. Or not, don't really care. Have a good night. I hate all of you equally.